What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Sour Takes Podcast. This is episode 14?
14, yep.
14. You made 14.
I know, it's been
2
a while.
weeks of videos.
Technically, yeah.
That's sad. If you really think about it, 2 weeks of... Only
That's
2 weeks?
A minimum of 2 weeks of consistency. I'd say that's a good thing.
I mean, we haven't been consistent, but like if...
We've been consistent enough. Excuse me, sir. You don't want this.
But we're back here with my
Please.
hostess, the mostest. We got Ernie here.
Hi, guys. You got
And,
Nike.
You know, the regular Nike. Nike,
being
come
a
on.
nuisance.
Come.
I swear, I love dogs.
Let's go.
He just waits for us to record to start messing with me.
And this is a special episode. A couple episodes back, we had Eric. That was the first guest we had together. And now we have another guest. If you can't tell, he kind of looks like me.
Uh-oh.
So this guest we have here today as the man who gave me life. It's the man that birthed me.
What?
It is my dad. Clap it up.
Yo,
my
what's
dad.
going on? What's going on? Peace, 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 peace. Love, peace, and hair grease. What's going on, baby?
Yeah.
Everything good?
Shawny B in the
That's what's
building.
up. That's good. Hollis Queens in effect.
Nice.
Hopefully people enjoyed this episode because I know a lot of, if you know me, you know my dad.
Yeah.
And,
Well.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Hey, take it as you will.
But how y'all doing today? How's y'all week been? You
Good,
good?
right.
Is that drink a little too strong?
A little bit.
You got like a sour face.
Sour
Yeah.
takes.
Sometimes he's sweet.
But how's y'all week been?
Good. Working. You know.
Keeping busy at work?
That's it. Just cooking up a storm. Trying to make things happen.
How about you, Randy?
Sounds about right.
You cook too?
I do what I do, man.
Get your own information, dude.
Stop copying me.
I know.
No, not much has changed. I had my daughter this weekend. That was pretty cool.
You do anything special?
Well.
No, I'm broke.
You can
But
make, you can make fun activities.
We went
being
over
broke.
the alphabets.
Go to the dollar store. Walk around.
We went over the alphabets and then we played outside for a little bit. 'Cause
That's
it was
dope.
kind of nice this weekend. And then I made her some pancakes.
Nice.
And then she called me old, and I was like, "Relax."
You understand how young I was when I had you?
Nah, man. Like,
Does she
'cause-
draw? Does she do art?
No, if she does, she's not good at it.
Dang.
I mean, she's gonna be 5.
You don't know how to pick up a pencil, huh?
She is a lefty, though. That's pretty neat.
That means she's an artist.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
I
a
hope
lefty.
so. Because
Yeah.
I can't draw for shit.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
You drew the logo for Sour Takes.
Okay, I'll take credit.
That's good.
But yeah, man, I'm hoping she's talented at something, and if not, we'll find out what it is. But yeah, she's cool. She's a character, man.
That's great.
I haven't seen her in like a year.
In more than a year, I feel like it's
Last
been.
time I seen her, you brought her here.
How old is she?
She's gonna be 5 in April.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm getting old. She was right.
Time goes fast.
Yo, I feel like it's having. Oh, you wouldn't know this, but like having a kid really.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't have a kid, bro.
No,
My
but
bad.
like having a kid makes you realize like how fast time flies sometimes. Like, bro, I swear it was like last year she was 2 years old, man. It's crazy.
Yep.
Do you remember when I was 5, Dad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man, definitely. It's like I have little fragments in my mind, you know, like Rolodexes. If anybody doesn't know what a Rolodex is, that was a thing for information with cards and paper and writing, but never mind. But anyway, yeah, I
You
remember
might
that.
be too young to even know what that is.
Yeah. You record
Let me
player?
know.
It was a,
Y'all know.
it was a phone book, basically.
Boom.
Personalized contact list, boy.
And now they're using this toilet paper. That's true. True story.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, my week was great. Thanks for asking.
I was just
yeah.
gonna
every
ask.
podcast. Nobody ever asked
I
me
was
how's my
just
week
gonna
been.
ask.
What
It's
happened?
okay. I'm living. I'm alive.
alive.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's about it.
The man keeping you down? The man keeping you down, son?
The only person I look up to and keeping me up is God.
You-
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I don't know how that works.
I'm scared of God in my own shadow. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Come on now.
Hallelujah.
Don't ask no questions.
Woo.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so if you couldn't tell already, the show is jazzed up.
Yeah.
We're feeling nice.
Jazz hands.
This is probably one of the first. Did we ever have a drink while recording the pod before? Maybe like
Nah,
a
but we
beer.
had some banging ass food,
Facts.
and I still feel bad
No,
for
I went to
everybody
Korean
that listens.
barbecue. I wanted you to come, but you had your daughter. That shit was fire.
Sorry,
We
dog.
just kept having mad meat.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
It was all you can eat too.
All you can eat meat, bro?
All you can eat meat, bro.
The roast beef had stubbles on it, but
It's a little veiny, but it was still good.
it popped right in your lip.
Now the lady that was cook, so this Korean barbecue, they like cook for you. They cook the food in front of you instead of you cooking it.
Wow.
Which is cool. So I guess the lady we had, like, she just started working there. So we had this is the first time I ever had a, what's it called? Soju?
Soju?
Soju. So we had like a peach soju that she suggested.
Really good.
So me and Eric was like, you want a shot? She's like, I do, but I just started working here. I can't drink.
Wow, that's cool though.
Should you take a shot though?
Nah.
How do they cook the food? Is it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Wow.
We had like beef brisket. Like, there's a bunch of
It's
like,
sliced thin.
yeah.
Oh,
very
that's
thin.
awesome. That's
and then they
awesome.
gave us like sauces. So they gave us a peanut sauce, some barbecue, and then they gave us just salt. So like you could dip it
Ooh.
in the sauces. You could put, because it's not really, don't really have salt on it. So you could like dabble it in the salt.
Yeah, salt's a flavor, not a seasoning. You know what I'm saying?
Depends on who you ask.
Exactly.
Why?
Yeah.
Hold on.
What?
Never mind. Continue.
The white teas, you know? You didn't get it.
Sorry.
Only some people just use salt as a seasoning only.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Oh,
You don't but no, it was pretty good. It was really
Yeah.
good. It was funny because we had to wait for our table to be done. So we're like, all right, let's go get a drink. So we went to like some Mexican restaurant, got a frozen margarita.
Nice.
By the time the guy gave us our frozen margarita, our table was done. And we had to be there in 10 minutes. So we just chugged the frozen margarita.
Wow.
No brain freeze?
I'm good. Eric was over there like,
Must was on a fourth dimension.
OD.
Yeah.
But yeah, Korean barbecue's fire. That was my second time having it though.
Where was it?
It was LIC area.
Oh, I see, like Astoria, Flushing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, Flushing's got a lot of good spots.
There's so many
honestly.
crazy spots out there. It's like,
it's like low.
man,
Like you gotta find these low-key
yeah,
spots.
yeah,
And
definitely.
on Flushing Main Street, they got like it's basically like a market.
Yeah.
And they have like a bunch of like spots in there as well, which is pretty cool.
they have places where you go downstairs, it's a restaurant, and below that is another restaurant. Things you won't see on Google. These things you have to know by people, you know, because it's only select few that can go there.
I don't know why this shirt feels tight. I keep pulling it.
It's because you just Aki, bro.
No.
Word.
my
Yeah,
stomach-
shoulders up in there. You know what I mean?
What were you gonna say? Did you
Um,
snapping over there?
I snapped once. Relax. I was gonna say like there's this place in Brooklyn, Industry City, where you did the Visions EP show. Like around there, there's
They have
like
a market too, right?
yeah, and it's really good.
They
They
also
have like a lot of good
one
food there.
in Soho.
Yeah, Chelsea Meat Market. I went there
All
before
your
too.
meats.
Hey, yo. But yeah, no, it's like a lot of good spots out there. And there's another spot in Jersey that we should go to.
I wonder if those places are real restaurants or just pop-ups where just they're like, let's do a thing for the day with a menu and that's it, and everybody go home. And
That'd be cool if it was.
You know what I want to do this year? I want to do a S'moresburg where all like the trucks, the food
That's
trucks
cool,
come
yeah.
up.
Oh,
There's
that's
like
great.
different foods from everywhere.
We could try that one day.
Thanks.
I'll prepare my
that's
stomach.
in August, I think. Is it?
It's
No,
usually like in the summertime, springtime.
Right.
Summertime.
August is, I think, the San Gennaro feast.
But we didn't do this last time early enough. But Dad, what do you do? What is like your
yeah.
hobbies? Who are you
Wow.
for the audience?
If I knew who I was, I'd be somebody different.
I don't. You want to talk about? You okay?
I'm all right. I
Let's
don't
turn this
know.
into a therapy session.
Cut. Okay. Listen. No, I live every day as I live every day.
You can't just say you're a chef.
Oh yeah, I was getting to it. Once upon a street, I was walking on the street, and yeah, I cook. I'm a chef. I like to create new meals. I like to see smiles on people's faces. I like to understand what I'm working with, whether it be vegetable, beef, pork. Become friends with it, love it, make it something good, share it with the world.
You just love and be friends with the meat.
I did say pork, so
No, but if you can't, if you don't get it, but my dad is my creative side of me. That's where I got all my creativeness. If you
and
know
he
me,
is the creative side of me. So
Aw,
we are the yin and yang of each other's lives.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had my dad.
I'm gonna cry right now.
What you say, Ernie?
Keep going.
I wish I had a dad. It's cool, man. It's pretty cool. I mean,
Stupid.
yeah.
Yeah,
Two
man.
thumbs up for me. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, damn.
mine was good. I don't know about others, but
So besides for being a chef, what are some other hobbies that you like enjoy doing on your free time?
Well, now, see, hobbies change to whatever I'm into. It's like I don't like if I sew, but there was times when I did that by itself. But it's not even, I don't consider a hobby anymore because I don't do it as much as I used to, because a hobby is something you do when you're like getting like possessed by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you don't want the possession to go away.
Yeah.
So you just have to just let it be, you know, whatever if that makes any sense. But it's lots of things I like to do. I like to cook. If I need to sew, I have a sewing machine. My son brought me one. My mother and sister used to sew, so I used to watch them do it. So it makes it easy for me to, you know, make holes or not make holes in things I have, or just create what I want to create. You know, it's always great to be creative, hang around creative people, because you'll learn something. It's not like they're going to sit there like the teachers with a marker writing on the board. You're going to just feel their energy and what they bring to the table and how they make you want to be, and they just build you. Something like that.
I feel that.
Yeah.
That's very inspirational.
Yeah.
The licks are in the system.
Sativa!
No, but for a lot who know me, like I create music, and a lot of times people do ask me like why I started making music or who like pushed me to do music. I did music because my dad did music, and then he kind of wanted me to do it. So we would just like he would write me rhymes, and I would just keep learning them.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I didn't want you to do it. I just wanted you to feel the rhythm. That's all. Because I remember when you were young, we used to go to the train station, the J train, and wait for it. And I would say, James, listen to the beat of the train. The boot, good.
Yeah, I remember.
And he would listen to that. I said, that's a beat right there. You know, and you could do whatever you want with it. You know, it's like when I did math or, you know, did homework,
I was
whatever.
going to tell you, like, a lot of people, when they ask me, I say I used to learn multiplication through rhymes.
That's right.
And a lot of people, like, find that interesting.
Yeah.
That's how I used to catch on to it really quickly.
You must make education fun. It has to be fun in order for it to seep into the mind. You want it to stain the brain, you know? It's definitely dope, you know? It's a great thing to do. Because somebody wants to learn.
Father-son connection there.
I'm basking in the sideline.
No, but the thing I think for anybody out there who have children or they want to, or somebody that has children, you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you know, be able to come to the table with education and make it fun. You know, make the kid laugh. I mean, you know, draw a mountain before you, and just have a person fall off the mountain, hit the ground, and say, here's an A, flipped into an A. You know, just do things like that. And they'll look at you in amazement like you're some sort of magician, but it's education is the key. Just have them love it, learn it.
Before we go into like deep conversations and finding your input on something, I have a question that just randomly came up now because I guess both of you guys were in that type of situation just at different times in your life. How do you guys view co-parenting?
First of all, what does that mean?
That you're not with the mother of your child.
Oh,
And like, because y'all both are like in that situation, and there's like different times. So that's why I wonder like if your viewpoints match each other. Or they...
I'll let you go first.
oh, you know, we're always family. We're always family. Our fuse is lit. We taught, we conquered, we came to our time, and then we just said, okay, everybody's straight.
Yeah.
We still keep the love, you know. It doesn't mean na. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Love is always going to be there. You know, I'll pull you back if a train's coming.
You have the shrug. It's like,
yeah,
sure,
man.
why not?
Love is love. Sometimes if you got problems, you got to go through it. Because when you sit on the edge of the bed and you know what you did for, you know, if you can make your life better, but sometimes you know what you did. Some things you did wrong. And you're like, no, I did not do anything bad. But then other people do things because maybe it's because of you, or maybe they're just idiots. And I mean, but not just anybody in general.
Not you, Mom.
Not to name names.
Not you, okay? There I was all alone.
How about you, Randy?
Yeah, definitely.
No, that was pretty on par. I mean, to basically just say what he said. You know, at one point, I did love her. You know, the love is still there because she is the mother of my child. But we keep it respectful because we understand the whole situation. But I will say this. It was rough at first. It was pretty bad at first because it was like, oh, when am I going to get her? When am I going to see my daughter? When can I see my daughter, really, since I'm always working?
Yeah.
So then it was just like, I had to find a job that would work with my schedule for co-parenting, and it was annoying. But I'd do it for her. I'll do anything for that little girl. It's my
You
angel.
know you about to cry. Relax.
Stair steps. Little stair steps in
We
his
are
voice.
not going to cry on another podcast, okay?
Yeah, we could get there.
Last time didn't have it on recording, so it didn't happen.
But
you
know,
didn't
when
see
you-
it, it
when
didn't
you-
happen.
When you think about your child, I could cry and think of James as he was 3 years old. You know, it's like you'll
exactly.
your mind will bring them back.
Exactly.
Oh my God, you can cry anywhere.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
know
remember when,
about
Nike
that.
was like 2 months. And, I can remember like he couldn't walk properly.
But that's great because you forget how to cry, and then you feel like, oh shit, that's what's crying.
Yeah, man. Sometimes
good.
I look at her and I'm
I've
like,
seen
oh
my
my
dad
God.
cry once in my life.
Yeah.
We was at church
Yeah.
Oh,
on New Year's. I look over, my dad's like,
He kept, I was trying to be strong, but he kept saying good stuff from the scripture. It's like- I was like,
talking to me.
I was like, that's good.
Dad, you crying? No. No, I'm not.
holy water.
And I had a polyester jacket on, so it wasn't soaking up the tears. It's just bouncing off.
He was just wet. He was just, tears just sliding off of his arm.
Turn it up.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
My phone, in my pocket. I've been asking people this question all week, and I guess I want to see you guys' viewpoint. If you were to get $100K right now, what would be like your first couple of moves? I've been asking people this all week. It's been random, like something that's been in my head, and I was
Just
wondering. what people
$100K for free.
do. Like you just been given $100K. What would be your first couple of moves?
Well, firstly, pay off my debt.
Facts.
And then with that, I'll just probably donate half of whatever's left. Hold on. No. I always say this. No.
You better dig deep in that
Hold on.
garbage can.
Check this out. I always say this. If I'm ever given like a large portion of money for no reason, like just free money, I'm always going to donate half of it. 25% goes to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. 25% goes to Make-A-Wish Foundation. And then the rest goes to me.
I barely give him a quarter with it.
But
so
St.
fucked
Jude's,
up.
yeah. But I would love to give. Man, that's I'd give some money to St. Jude's.
'Cause, I
Always
mean,
it.
I don't need all that money. I just need to clear my debt. So the rest I'll just donate.
Would you want to round up for a kid in need? Nah.
I always do that, man. I always round up, man. 16 cents. What the hell?
Nah, because like ideally for myself, right? I don't have much debt, but I would pay off the debt that I have, and then I would want that money to multiply. I wouldn't want to just spend that money and not have any more.
Yeah.
So something I would like literally look forward to. The next thing is like buying a property that I can then like
Yeah, that makes
rent
sense.
off, so the money could just keep multiplying.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to get $100K and then lose $100K.
Right.
Because I always wonder, like people who win like reality shows or certain shows, they get $100K.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, what do you do to like maintain that money to keep that money growing? Because you're not gonna
Yeah.
get the $100K and spend it all and then have nothing at the end.
No, of
Exactly.
course
You
not.
want to keep building that $100K. So something like for myself, I would probably like buy some sort of property,
Yeah,
so
that
the
makes
money
sense.
can keep growing, keep going, keep going.
Investments.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Or just leave it in the bank. Would your money just grow in the bank? Probably not a lot, but 100,000, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't. I don't know what type of bank accounts do that. I know mine don't.
Yeah. It's usually like regular savings bank accounts, because up to $100,000, you're safe, before the government starts to take. Well, they can't. Is it 200,000 that you can have in the bank, and they won't start taxing you on the money?
Okay.
It's only a certain amount of money you're supposed to have in the
I've
bank.
never seen that much money anyway, so I wouldn't know.
I've probably been through that much money.
Probably. Yo, you can have a counter for as much for like how much money you've had in your possession, like over your
Jeez.
lifetime. Like,
I'm probably nearing at least I'm probably nearing 100K like lifetime total. Actually, probably more than that. 'Cause I've been working for like 9 years now. So I want to say I'm probably close to like maybe 300,000 in like total life earnings.
it's crazy.
Yo, I hate to get morbid, but do you think we get like end game stats?
I doubt it,
Wouldn't it be cool though? It's like
You have
your
this many
epiphany.
girls, have this many-
Yeah, right. Like the last second of your life is just a quick scroll down of all your fucking stats.
That'd be dope.
That would be.
Like,
But
talking about like saving money when I was younger, one thing again my dad had me do, I had like a notepad, and like every time I lend somebody $1, I would write it in the notepad, and I would put it like in a sock.
I'm handing out IOUs.
Bro,
Yeah,
just so
yeah.
I could keep track of my money, and that's what I
Exactly.
used to do when I was younger all the time.
Hey man, I was horrible with money. I had never had much to begin with, but I'd always spend whatever I got.
All of my money that I used to do that with was allowance.
Yeah, nah, I was shit with money. I still am.
Uh,
Sir,
the relationship with money is different for everybody. You know, sometimes you're best friends, sometimes you're not.
And some people like they take it to like heart because like if you don't have money, then you get depressed about not having money, and then it's kind of like damn, like it's not where I want to be in life.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you though. I've been telling myself and everybody that talks to me, money ain't everything, man.
Sure, it's
At the end of the day, you can't take it with you.
But it definitely does help to make a life better.
I mean, yeah, it does, but
it's a contradiction in terms, you know.
People be like, well, money don't buy happiness, but like sometimes it does.
Sure.
Like if you have financial freedom, that's happiness for you.
I think sometimes depending on what people use their money for, what happiness is and what they know it's not. Like I'm not going to do ecstasy every day of my life, but I don't care about money, you know.
But yeah, no, as long as I make enough to get me by, I'll be fine.
Yeah, because like I just want to not have to worry about like I don't want to have to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
that's something like you wouldn't want. Like you want to be able to be free. You want to be financially free. You just want to be comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, you just want to be comfortable. Like I see a lot of like creative directors and stuff, and they get to buy certain cars they want, and like they're not balling, but they get to just be comfortable.
that would be nice.
I want to just be comfortable. Like I don't have to stress. I don't have to be at a job you don't want to be at. You know.
I think that's kind of the glory of it, though. Like, I don't know, working entry-level jobs for me is ideal because it's just like I have an everyday experience that I could never experience anywhere else.
But you can have an everyday experience with a job that you truly
like
you love.
I get funny experiences. Like, I get dumbasses in there every single day.
But imagine your life was just to take photos all day. And you come into experiences with people, different people on the street and things like that.
Dumbasses.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
But before I keep continuing, I know you had a bunch of things you wanted like to talk or wanted to ask and things like that. You should put some more juice in your drink.
No, it's okay.
Over here with the...
Okay.
Where that pen at, bro? No, not on the pod. Not on the pod. Cut that out.
So I was given a little inside scoop on your life a little bit. So I know that
good thing or bad thing?
You did music.
Yeah.
What kind of music?
Oh man, I started out doing R&B in the hallways of high school.
Even before that, no. You can't go.
Okay. Back in the day. All right, back in the day, I'm from Hollis, Queens, the home of Run DMC, LL Cool J. You know, I used to rhyme with my homeboy, rest in peace, Dwayne Jones, Cool D, and we were the Cool Out crew. We went to KGB, which was Cool Gifted Brothers. Then we got back to Cool Out crew because that's what we liked. And we had a DJ named Grandmaster Case, you know, who was our DJ and also a beat maker. And we got together, we write rhymes, and he would do the beats, and he would cut. He was one of the baddest DJs in Hollis. And we played at the roller skating ring. We win first prize. You know, we did a lot of things. We go to Jamaica Park, which is a big park in Hollis, Queens, where they used to have block parties. You could always hear the block parties from where you were. Mm-hmm. And you go up there, and they hook up the electricity to the poles of the street. Had the turntables, the DJs. They got the crates of records. Irv Gotti, that was a Murder Inc.? Murder Inc. He was a DJ. He was about 15 years old then. And he was DJing there. And we'd have the beatbox from the guys on Jimmy Fallon show. What's the name of that group? Jimmy Fallon show? But he was one of the biggest beatboxers that were there. We used to have all kinds of people coming down, performing and having a good time. You know, it was dope. It was dope. You know, even I got on the mic one time because this kid named Romeo, he used to wear this green Adidas suit. It was like a mint green Adidas suit with dark green lines. You know, it wore this everywhere. It had his hair in braids and all. Hey, Romeo. And I didn't know they know who we were. You know, people mess with us, call us Run DMC, the Fat Boys. You know. But we was always dope. We was always chilling, you know. So he came with his crew. Yeah, he has the Hollis crew. Yeah, whatever. And he was like, yeah, he says, hey, yeah, you guys rhyme. Because they knew about us. Because he knew I went to school with his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You know. And she's like, you know, he sounds like Luther Vandross when he sings. And that's why that motherfucker was like that. Oh, okay. You know, it's always the pretty boys. So anyway, yeah, we performed and we had a great time. And it was fun. It was fun, you know.
And then how did things elevate as you grew older and within music?
Well, after me and Cool D were rhyming, we would send out our demos to different radios, different record companies. What you do is you go in the back of an album cover and you can see the address. So we get a demo, we put it in an envelope, and we'll send it to that address. And so one day we're chilling, and we got a letter back from Zakia Records. And Zakia Records is the home of Eric B. and Rakim. I was like, we're on the same label as Eric B. and Rakim, you know? And they said we had a song called Hollis Ave. And then they wanted us to make another one. So something happened with my DJ, and that was it. That was it. You know, I don't know what happened after that. All we needed was another song, but, you know.
I laugh because I remember you explaining it.
Yeah.
I guess that's for the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, and after that, time went on, and I was hanging out with some friends from high school, and the guy said, "Yo, Sean," because they knew I sang like Luther Vandross, because that's what my go-to voice was, you know. And they were saying, "Yo, Sean, I have a friend. He has a band. They need a singer." I said, "Yeah." So what kind of? It's a rock band. I said,
that was from high school?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I was out of high school, but I was in high school. I was just singing like I just sang.
Were you that person that just sang every chance you got?
No. I wasn't thirsty like that.
You know people who can sing. They just
No,
sing
there was some
whenever they
people.
can.
This guy I remember, Clarence, and he was in a gospel choir. Man, this guy could sing. He could do those, but he knew who I was. But he's just like, okay, so you sing what you sing, all right, you know. But it was great, and I sang. We did a talent show in high school, and me and this girl, Frances LaGalia, we sang.
Whole government.
Yeah, pieces. Shout out to Frances LaGalia out there. Her name is changed by now, but she knows who she is. But
You know who you are.
you know,
It's you, girl.
girl. So we said a song, Born Again, and everybody, we got up there and come bring me your softness. And people just went nuts. It was the whole place was like, ah. That was, I was nervous though. I was like, and they said, come on, Sean, sing it, Sean. I was like, bring your soft-" But it was good. It was good. We had a great time. And that was fun.
That was good.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
I wanted to talk about your rock era in life, and then living that lifestyle of touring and things like that. I'll say, yeah, get into like your rock era of your life. You're like drinking 3 things at a time.
Well, this is water, man.
I know, but I'm just, you good over there?
Yeah, I'm just giving water because I need to balance it. What are you, AA? Like your business, man.
Hi, my name
We're
is
talking
Sean.
rock and roll. You'll tell me, stop drinking, Dad. You messed my podcast up. Okay.
That's how you feel? That's how I sound to you? Bro, put more juice in it.
James is like, he's the Karen of the night. Laugh at James, everybody. We love you, James.
Anyway, about your rock life.
Okay.
I showed Ernie some of the YouTube videos that's a recent.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
dude. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, man, that's
He's
crazy.
like, is this on Spotify?
No, there were some of the songs that you guys were performing, and I was like, holy shit, this is actually really
we played
good.
the CBG, which was awesome.
Yeah,
man.
I noticed that. I saw the headers in the back, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, that's CBGBs.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, man. See what video games
What you want to
teach
know?
I guess it's more for Ernie because I know a lot. but
Yeah.
give him
How were the
specific questions,
groupies?
so this isn't just like.
Oh damn! You just skipped the whole mayonnaise
Well,
on the sandwich.
let's get
Yeah.
the fun part out of the way first.
Yeah,
How are the women?
Oh, later on, yeah, totally dope. When we did England, man. We had 1,200 people there, 200 women backstage. It was dope.
Humble brag.
You know what I'm saying? You know, all the pop rocks you can enjoy.
So if my math was correct, there was 1,000 men. It was 1,200, 200 women backstage.
Hey,
There was
man.
1,000 men.
I told her I did like this one girl. So I said, yeah, I'm like a clown, and I do like balloon elephants. So I had a bag of balloon elephants, and that was the end of that night. You know.
A man of all trades.
Thank you. But that just jumping all over the place. What do you want?
So were there any moments where it was just like somebody was like a really big fan of yours that stood out to you? like someone stopped you or something and was like, "Oh my God, you're this guy."
Oh no. It wasn't like that. It was always dope. You know, it wasn't that. At least I don't know. You know, I don't. If I was sleeping, somebody's looking through my window. I don't know. But it was all good, man.
I think at that time it was more like group. It wasn't like individual people within the group that people would be fans of. It's more of like people are fan of the group.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah, people are fan of the group, definitely. It was, but the greatest thing was, it's like one day we were in the studio out in Rockaway, and we said, let's go to. I said, yo, you guys want to come to a party? We said, yeah, we'll go to a party. We went to this. It had a stage and like people, and there was some band just jamming on the stage. They were playing something really crazy, and so we came in there, and the guy said. He said, yo, this is my friend. He plays in a band. And my friend Mike, who plays the bass, says, yeah, he says, you guys want to play? And I said, all right, let's play. I said, what do you want to do? So he said, all right, we're gonna do some Kiss. We did some Jimi Hendrix. We did some Ozzy, War Pigs. We did War Pigs. Place went crazy. It was unbelievable, you know. And I would mimic his voice, you know. You know, it was just dope. It's like, what you get is what you see. You know, and people like, oh shit, man, that's Ozzy, man. You guys are awesome. But it was, and then we'll just jam because I could make up words off the top, you know, like I was rapping. Yeah. But I do, with the music, same old thing. Just change your cadence a little bit. But I got up there and I started doing that, and people would and I would make up like a choruses. They would go on the choruses. Who's that song by? I said, no, I just made it up. And oh yeah, it was awesome. Drinking Jack Daniels, and it was fun, man. We had a great time. Girls were cool. Sounds everybody was cool.
Hell of a time.
Yeah, man. It was always a party. It wasn't about us, you know. It was, you know.
Just so you know, this was before the dad life, guys. He's responsible.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, it was insane. It was insane.
Do you miss it at all?
No, because I went through it. You know, it was cool. It's cool. You know, I think all of it now it's coming to you, and what my man Ernie's doing too. So it sounds you guys are just getting that vibe of energy of music. You pass it on, you know, and then just look back and go, look what I've created. You know, the seed has made the tree has made the leaves and the branches and the E-I-E-I-O. You know, but it's all good.
Dingo, what's his name?
So then I had another question as far as like with music in general, where did you grab some of your inspirations from?
I think growing up in my house, my brother was a DJ, and he would play a lot of like he used to be a DJ at the garage. He would go to the Red Parrot. These like, you know, it's like I'll house you, boom boom, I'll house you. You know, it's just that boom 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 boom. And I would hear that. And my mother would play a lot of Ray Charles, Nancy Wilson. There was the Jacksons, Michael Jackson. We used to stand in the living room doing a dancing machine. Dancing machine. You know, we just do that, and we'd entertain ourselves with lots of music. You know, it was dope.
Cool,
it was
man.
dope.
Music is life.
My uncle used to take me to go see jazz. I wasn't into jazz. It was just too, what's up, baby? It's groovy. How's everything with you? You know, I'd be running around pressing the pianos. He said, you know what that is? And he'd tell me some big name. I'm like, I don't know. You know, playing some guy's xylophone. And this guy named Dwight, he was one of the baddest xylophones ever. And I'm playing on this thing. He's showing me how to play it. It was dope. It was dope, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Damn.
Cool out crew.
I got stuck for a second. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
But,
oh.
I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Dad, do you think like when it comes to like music, it's important to study like past? Because that was a lot of things people used to tell me when I used to start rapping. It's like, oh, you need to study music from just the past and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't even study in school. Like, how am I going to study when I do something I enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, no, not at all. Not at all, because what you are now is what you're going to become, you know, as far as the music. Like now, you were born in the part where it was hip-hop and this style now. I don't know what is it trap?
I guess you.
Yeah, okay, so you're going from 90s hip-hop to trap. So I see when you rhyme, you can flip it and freestyle it, do whatever you want. You know, you're born in two different, you know, multiverses or multi-worlds, whatever you call it. Yeah. But yeah, whatever it is. But yeah, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Don't try to go back. Go forward. Give respect to the back, but, you know.
I don't know. Honestly, I do like older music. Like, I don't know. I don't like new rap nowadays, or not as much as I like older rap.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just all the lyrics are the same.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no creativity in the storytelling anymore. Like, it's hard to come across that nowadays.
You have
to work.
Yeah.
You got to work harder. If you still want to bring back the boom bap, you got to work harder and make it fit. It's still there. It's still there. Because I mean, once this music trap goes, it's gonna come back around again. There's a circle.
It's a cycle, man.
Yeah, man. Exactly. So when it comes again, just be ready for it. Just with a new flavor to it. You know.
I've seen a lot of older things coming back. Like, I definitely can't remember off the top of my head anything, but there's like some things when I'm like doom scrolling on Instagram, I'll be like, yo, this is an old trend. Or like, oh yeah, the fucking stanky leg dance. About how on TikTok they're not doing it right. They're not doing like the real stanky leg.
But a lot of things right now is there's a lot of samples of old songs.
Yeah.
That too.
Like the Coil Roy song is an old sample, is an Ice Cube song, I believe.
Do you think that's just being safe?
I mean, you're gonna go with familiar sound. Familiar sounds is what gathers everybody. Because if you make a song that's on an old beat, older generations are gonna enjoy it too because it's something they're used to.
So if you do a rhyme over the electric slide, is that going to be too much? You know.
Remember the one rap that I had that was on a Busta Rhymes old type of beat?
Right.
It was enjoyable because people who were there at that time also remember that song.
Sure. Definitely, I can understand that.
I mean, I'm not complaining about old things coming back.
Yeah.
Again, I enjoy them better.
Just don't keep it the same. Switch
What
it
makes?
up.
Let me ask you both. What makes a great song to you? Like the architect of making a great song that you've heard that you like that style and.
Well, I mean, there's songs that give me goosebumps and songs I enjoy. But when it comes to songs I enjoy, I just like something creative and unique. I don't like copy paste stuff, you know?
Right.
So if it sounds too familiar or from the same person, if it sounds like the same thing that they're saying, I'll just be like, you said this last time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really mean to call out a rapper, but like Logic, I feel like his last two albums were like copy paste just with different beats on the end. And I was just like, that was a big turnoff for me, and I just haven't really looked out for any new music from him in a while. So
The Logic just always has to let you know he's white and black.
yeah, that's exactly
Every time he
exactly
raps.
that.
Well,
It's like
wow.
it kind of gets annoying. Like, okay, I get you want to like show your colors and stuff, but like, come on, dude, you can't do it every single song. Like, at least 80% of his albums is just at least 5 lines.
How many
in each
albums did it
song.
work for?
One.
Wow.
Like,
That's
I
why he's doing
remember what was his like biggest like first album? It was the one before The Incredible True Story.
I don't really listen
That
to
blew him up, and then Incredible True Story came out, but everybody was so focused on the hype from his previous album that one sold well, and then after that it was kind of just like boom bap trap, and it didn't work out well, and then the one after that was the same thing.
Okay.
So anything repetitive is just not ideal for me. But then it's also like back to music history where you like sample some older beats or something, like with new age rappers. If they sample something old, like what you said, hearing a familiar sound is always nice.
Yeah.
It's like that ear candy kind of thing. But then it's also like I like the older styles because they just had a certain flow to them, and it wasn't like they weren't trying to impress anybody. They were just going off on storytelling, like Slick Rick and MF Doom. I would say, lyrically speaking, 2 of the most underrated storytellers of all time.
Oh, Slick Rick was definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, he gave birth to Damon Dame. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And then
You just know when you mess up, you go, damn. You gotta restart.
I still said the wrong name. Dame. His name is Damn it.
Damn.
but yeah, man, it's just older sounds are nicer to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a preference.
funny topic I got for you. I don't know if you ever remember this day, but I was really young, right? And I already knew, and I just really wanted to test you to see how you would answer. One day we was in Hollis. I remember we was crossing the street from a deli that we went to, not too far away from the tunnel, and I was like, "Dad, how are babies born?" Just to message you to see how your response was.
Yeah, right. What'd I say?
You just like, "Oh, we'll talk about that later."
Oh, okay.
I was really young.
That sticks in his head.
Because it was just a funny moment for me because I wanted to test you to see how like you respond to it.
Yeah. Of course.
The weirdest core moments, bro.
Yeah.
My dad never had to talk with me, so you know.
Yeah. It felt good. So no,
You never heard the talk?
Nah, man.
Well, now's the
Was that
better
not some- was that
time.
not something like you thought to do as like having a son?
I think
or-
me and your mother talked about that, and I just
Hold on.
Is that really something like your
Wait.
parents talk about?
no.
Like as far as like, should we do it? Should we not do it?
Because kids get very embarrassed very quickly. So you got to kind of do it when, it has to connect somehow. Come here, son. Let me tell you about let me tell you about vagina. This is girl one time, right? No,
Let me tell you about Ussy.
So if you were gonna
with
have
the bubbles.
if you
Sorry.
were gonna have that talk with him, how would that go down? I want to see how that would like play out.
It's going too late.
Give him the
Yeah.
talk right now on the pod, so that way all the youngins out there can sit down for the talk.
When two people love each other.
Does she take it in the butt? Sorry.
Clip it.
How about that? Go tell your mother I said that.
Oh,
That's funny. Okay, here we go. We're reloaded.
But yeah, man. I don't know. That was. I've never had that talk either. I think. Actually,
Do you think you're gonna
my
have that
brother
talk?
had that talk with me.
Do you think you're gonna have that talk with your daughter?
Oh, that's what I'm scared for. I plan on fucking with her. If I'm there for her first period, I'm gonna be like, "Holy shit, we gotta take you to the hospital."
Get cut.
What? What's so funny?
This is wrong.
What?
Stupid.
I'm so lost.
You said,
Why are you laughing so hard?
hey, yo.
Bro, you gotta pick your words wisely.
It's my daughter.
Hey.
When she's
I was like,
experiencing.
yo, you're gonna talk to give your daughter the talk?
Okay, now I understand. I apologize. I didn't mean it that way. I swear. I think after I
God.
speak. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Choose your words wisely, bro.
not a-
You scared me for a
I'm
second.
sorry. I'm really sorry. But no, I don't even feel like
That's not you,
continuing. No, I don't. Anyways,
You see, one of
I
my best
wanted
friends.
to prank her
There you go.
into thinking she was dying. Because
Yeah,
it'd be
that's-
funny.
What a segue.
If you do this, you're gonna die.
No, like
Say your
as
math
she's
again.
having her first period, if I'm the one that she has to come to for guidance for that, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're dying. We got to take you to the hospital."
That's not good, bro.
Exactly, it's funny. She's gonna
That's
panic.
traumatic.
Yeah,
That was my
I
first
don't
period.
know. It'd be funny.
That was my first period. Math.
But yeah,
God, I'm bleeding. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get a Band-Aid.
I guess I won't do that. You guys, commenters, or anybody watching, how should I handle that?
I think she'll go to her mother.
I'm scared. What if it happens on my watch?
I mean, but also, I feel like either. I mean, maybe you can do it if you speak with the mother, but y'all should probably explain to her what that is too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Sit together and talk about
I
it.
mean, she's only 5.
I mean,
so
obviously,
I got
not right
time.
now. Yeah, I mean,
Can I ask you a
it happens
question?
young, though. It happens like 7, 8.
I hope not.
I thought they were teaching that stuff in school already.
I mean, I learned about it in
Periods?
high school.
I don't think they teach about that in school.
I learned about it
So
in
many
high
things
school.
are going. Yeah, really. Oh, because so many things going on. People say they're teaching certain things in school. I don't know if that's like what do you call that? When it's not true and
Conspiracy?
conspiracy. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. That stuff is crazy.
No, I learned that in high school, like junior year. I had a whole sex class. You know what's
Yeah,
funny? They
I
called me the
had mine
pussy
junior.
master because I aced the pussy quiz. It was funny. It was just a pop-up quiz, 15 questions. I got 100%.
Pussy quiz.
Everybody
huh?
else got like 3 questions right, even the girls. I was like, you don't know where your fucking labia is, bro?
Point it out right now.
Do you know there's 2 holes? One for the squirt, one for the pee. Boom.
But yeah, man. Good times.
Yeah.
I'm scared to have that conversation, though. I kind of wish I had a son.
But you know the thing about girls, you just want to make them tough. So like no guy's gonna step to them and they're gonna fall for them.
Nah, she just needs to know I got her back.
Yeah.
I feel like she'll learn from her own mistakes. I don't want to be the one to breathe down her neck. I don't want to be the way my mom was with me, you know? I didn't get to experience anything because I was trapped. But, like,
You experience a lot, bro.
yeah, but I had to... What did I have to do?
Your
At what
mom
cost?
wasn't
At what cost?
Ernie, what about like not just sex, but telling her about guys that have game and what guys will say to you to get whatever they want from you.
I mean, yeah.
That's probably bigger than the sex talk.
She would have to learn that on her own, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I would tell her, I'd be like, look, not everybody's out for your best interest.
Right,
but
right.
eventually she'll have to learn on her own.
Do you need me to be Will Smith from Bad Boys? When she
Word
gets
up.
picked up from prom?
That's it.
I got you.
I got you.
And the 50 Cent
I'll let
thing with
you
the
know.
The 50 Cent one,
but mix them up.
when you bring them to the garage, there's a bunch of guys just working out.
Yeah.
Right? No, but I feel like...
Baby oil. Sorry.
I do want to be the one that she comes to for questions like that. I don't want her to feel like she can't talk to me
How
about
do you do that as a
stuff.
parent to make like your kids comfortable enough to tell you anything?
Be cool with
Like,
them
do
to
you think you
begin
have to
with.
like relate to them, like their age?
I mean,
Like,
when
how
did
do you
you
think you gotta do it?
when did you start opening up to your parents about the kind of stuff you were doing?
Never.
Exactly.
It's
I don't think
fluidity.
there'll ever be like a full transparency on
But I
the
do
stuff
feel
that
like
you do.
sometimes I think I'm more open with my dad than my mom, because my dad is more, in a sense, more emotional than my mother.
Yeah.
As far as understanding emotions. But I don't really share much of my stuff with anybody, to be honest.
I'll be telling everybody everything.
Yeah.
A little too
Because
much.
the only thing is because like I feel like people use that against you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Even no matter how close people are, you don't know what's gonna happen the next day.
So why are you living in fear, man?
I'm not living in fear. I just
But sometimes you don't want to tell people everything because you might change tomorrow.
yeah.
And they'll hold you back. Maybe you said yesterday, no, I didn't contradict myself. I'm always contradicting myself. That's how I learn. You know?
Like how people when they talk to you about their significant others about all the bad things they do, but the next day they're happy with them.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how people are. So you can't get pissed off.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Sometimes though. Sometimes it's fishy. You know.
No, I've got bad luck.
You said you
with
were gonna give me my money
relationships.
today, but why you ain't got it today? That's the real.
Give me my money.
Not on my watch.
I did want to ask, how'd you go from music to being a chef? Like, is that something that happened over time, or was it like an immediate change?
I think growing up, I always like my mother would cook, and I would always grab the pots and watch it. Like she'd drop the onion peels, and I put it in a pot with water, and I go, "Look what I made, Ma! Look what I made!" You know what I'm saying? And then my sister used to bake, so I used to watch her bake. You know, so I used to watch them cook and everything. But I didn't really have a love for it. I just there was something about it that I really liked, and then I learned how to make oatmeal cookies. That was a good thing. And then as time goes on, I met James's mom. And she was cooking. I was like, I got to learn this style of cooking. It just blew my mind. It was, Puerto Rican cooking. You can't, there's nothing to top that. She made me some pig feet and white rice with the lentil beans and the sauce. Man, come on.
No,
It's crazy. But from there, it just was part of the ingredient that gave me that dish I wanted that dish I wanted to make.
Yeah.
But it was
That's
great.
pretty
From there, I
cool.
just learned and watched and be cool with really good people that that could help me, and just keep cooking. It's something I'm not going to stop doing because I love it. I love doing
I
it.
wanted to bring this up because I mentioned this in the last podcast, in one of the old podcasts. We had like a conversation about like ginger rolls in the house and whatnot, and I was like I think Ernie, I was like, growing up, like I didn't have the traditional father in a sense of like, I need to go home, watch the game, drink a beer, and chill. I was like, no, my dad he wanted to be creative. He wanted to draw. He wanted to help me with my homework. He wanted to cook. He was cleaning. Like,
Yeah.
that's not how most people would view a father would be in a sense, because some fathers have to be really hard and things like that.
Yeah.
So like growing up, I tell people like, no, it's like my dad was very creative and he was. So that's why I never view like, oh, the woman has to clean, cook, and all that, because of how I grew up when my dad was there type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to mention that because we talk about that in one of the old pods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I said. Everybody's different. I just always I wanted to show him and show Johnny
My brother.
what a man's supposed to be like. Not separating, but there is, like I said, the yin and yang of everybody. A male has a different kind of energy. A mother brings a different kind of energy, and they both work together. So you don't have to go up to be the man like, I'm the best. You do what I say. Beat on my chest. No.
Yeah.
You gotta create each other. That's you come over every day, same guy. You with your wife, she's gonna get bored. If you're creative, you do something different. She's like, oh wow. Spontaneity is the key of great relationships.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Well, spontaneous.
Word. Learn, Ernie.
I'm getting dad lessons from a guy that's not my dad.
But it's all right, man. It takes a village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying? It's facts, you know? So it's just love, man. And make fun. Have things fun. If it's not fun, then why do it? You know? Well, I remember when his mother said, she said, Sean, I'm going to have a baby. I said, what? She showed me the papers, green paper. I said, really? I said, wow. And then every night I would sing, row, row, row your boat. I had no other songs to sing. I was singing to the belly, and he would kick. He would kick.
I guess we can like mention the story about how doctors say I wasn't gonna.
Oh
you
man,
wanna explain
that was wild. So, I think my mother, that was weird.
My mother was pregnant of you. And
That's for another story, another time. No, my son's mother and I, while James was in her womb, we went to the doctor, and he says, I can imitate his voice. I can imitate his voice?
okay, sure.
I don't know.
Is it racist?
It could be.
We got another clip.
Maybe you said back in 2023, Sean, before you became president. No, but he says, I want to tell you that I feel that your son has a hole in his spine, and he will not be able to walk. So we looked at each other. Don't remember the trip from the hospital home, but we were home. We sat on each side of the bed, away from each other. I think we cried a little bit, and that was it. One day, she was laying down, and his mother says, she used to say, your son wants to smell you. And she would like put her nose on me and smell. Oh, that's weird. This sounds weird. So one day I was like singing like some song or whatever, and he kicked. I said, "Oh, he's gonna walk." And then we went. And then when he was born, I looked at that doctor right in his eyes. Oh, bastard!
In your face.
We could have been rich. We could have been up right now. Why didn't y'all sue?
Huh?
100K right there.
Sue the doctor right there. 100K. Started off life would have been set. Would have been born into a rich family. We would have been great.
Then you wouldn't have been rhyming right.
I would have been rhyming about money.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
I got 3 cars. What you about?
What your mama got?
Oh,
I
my
can't
God.
tell if this is focused on me or not. Oh, it is. All right, copy.
Excuse me.
But I mean, I guess with that, I also wanted to ask, like, because I am older now, how would you view like fatherhood as a whole? I guess y'all can both. I mean, because your daughter's only about to turn 5,
Yeah.
and obviously I'm an adult now. How would you view fatherhood as a whole? Like, did you want it to be different from you growing up? How did you want to take on fatherhood?
Only thing I wanted different was the learning process. I hated learning when I was at home because everybody was trying to teach me at one time, different ways, yelling, screaming, and it made me frustrated, not want to learn anything at all. Mm-hmm. So with you, I said, I got to make it fun. So I'm drawing sunshines and birds and anything to make you go, I like doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing I think, raising a child, just love them, be honest to them, because they see right through all the bullshit. I remember one time, I'm talking about James again.
I hope so.
So he says, hey, Dad. He says, listen, and we're waiting for the bus, and he was 14, and he said this so late. He said, Dad, listen, let me ask you something. He says, listen, if you want me to trust you by me telling you things, he says, you cannot go back and tell Mom what I said. Boy, a grown-ass man, like I felt like, damn. Yo,
spot.
And I was just like, you're right, son. He said, oh, no, it's no cool. No, it's all right. It's all right, Dad. Cool. It's the same face. It's okay, Dad. That's all right. I said, I'm sorry, man. He says, all right, no problem, man. He said, we good. And that was it. And then we made up our handshake. And that was funny. We were sitting out there making up. Remember we were making up our handshake? Mm-hmm. It was funny. But yeah, that was cool. So I wait for the moment that he saw some shit, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, okay." Because when they fall in love, they forget everything. You know what I'm saying?
Sending shots. I'm sorry.
Right? And then
That sounds Sounds like it'd be fun. I don't know.
You're just so depressed this episode. Your dad is there. Call him, bro.
I feel like in Austin Powers' dad, he wasn't there.
Dad, just so you know, don't know, just in case you don't know, because
Yeah.
I already mentioned in the other episode,
Right.
his dad was in jail most of his life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And when he got older, his dad came out.
Up until
Oh, really?
I was
Okay.
17. Homeboy surprised me.
You still keep in touch?
No.
Damn, I thought it was a good ending.
I mean, I reach out every now and again, but I'm bad with that.
Is it because of you or because of him?
It was probably because of me. I'm a piece of shit.
So what the hell you crying about?
But it's kind of hard when you don't have communication with somebody for so long, and then you have to try to keep this communication with somebody. Like, bad enough I barely call relatives that don't call me.
I totally
You know what I'm saying?
understand. Totally understand that. Totally understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're trying to force a relationship that wasn't there.
Right.
But I am
Do
opening
you
up
do you
more.
see him like when you talk to him? Have you seen him face to face?
Yeah, I've seen him in person.
Does he
before.
remind you of yourself?
No.
Really? Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, he's like hardcore Dominican.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, bald too. He's
Oh.
funny.
Oh, you Dominican?
Yeah.
Okay. Apo está bien.
I don't know what that means.
I'm the new Dominican.
He's a fake Dominican. All right, we're back from our little break here and stuff. Cholo Ernie.
Cholo Ernie. So yeah, to finish up, I just had questions like as far as like the chef thing. Was there a time where you were just afraid to do it, but you overcame that fear and just did it anyways?
Yeah. You have no choice. You know, if you're somewhere and the place is moving, you know, and you're standing there and you're like, you feel like you're going to throw up because you're so nervous. Let's go, big guy, let's go. Got to go. Even if you don't know what the hell you're doing, make it look like you know what you're doing. You know,
Fake it
just
till you
look at
make it.
people. Yeah, look at people do things and just, you know, because it's just, that's the beauty of it. Half the time, like I said, I would never go on the line. I couldn't handle the line. And people said, dude, if you're ever going to cook, you got to go on the line. If you don't go on the line, what are you going to, I mean, you just want to be pretty? What? No, you can't just do it like that. And then I got on the line. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was. I was like, oh, I was thinking, you know, this, that, and the third. It was dope. And, you know, it's like with cooking, I've been to fancy places. I've been to places that weren't so fancy where I could do whatever I wanted to do. But I like the atmosphere of crowds. You know, it's still the rock and roll. You know, I like the
It's the rock star heart.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like boom, you walk through, and especially if you're working in a kitchen and it's like, say there's like 10 other chefs and they're coming from different places, sous chefs or whatever, just a bunch of people, they're working. And when you have creativity, you're always, hey Sean, you know, it's like a lot of them just stay by the book. You know, they Michelin chef kind of things, and working for Wolfgang Puck and working for, the guy that comes on TV, I forgot his name, from Hell's Kitchen. And I just come from all over the place. So what I don't have, I know what to use instead of, that's the best thing about cooking. If you don't have something, try to make something else match that. You have to learn that. It's like the science of
Work with what you got.
Yeah, you have to. And it's cool because people say, you sure I can use it? Yeah, because if you don't have this, you can use this. And I go, oh, I never thought about that. And these guys are chefs. I mean, you think they know everything, But then you meet some guys that are like, I'm cutting, pa, 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 pa. Can you stop making all that noise? You meet all these different chefs, so you have to have a thick skin. Not really. I look at people like cartoons sometimes, so it doesn't bother me as much. I'm like, why is he yelling at me like that? And then they'll say, ask me something. I say, I just, listen, Sean, I want you to go over and do it. So you want to, don't talk back. I'm like, okay. It's silly. It's like the little spoiled brats
A
sometimes.
lot of egos in the kitchen. So
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. And sometimes when you're quiet and you don't act like you have an ego, it's even scarier to people because they create it in their own mind. And they're like, yo, dude, I thought you were an asshole. I said, why would you think I was an asshole, man? I'm cool. You need to know something, I got you. Yeah. Kings and queens fix each other's crowns, as they say, So I'm not trying to put nobody down.
I wanted to ask you this, Dad. If you had to choose, because I know you do both. If you had to choose to either be a baker or a chef, which one would you choose and why?
I would find a fusion between the two.
No. That's not the answer.
I make biscuits with steak in it.
If you had to choose between either or, can you make like? And second question: can you make like custom cakes like they make on shows and stuff? Or
Yeah. If I take my time, I can. But they use something called fondant, which is a whole bunch of stuff. What I do is I go more organic. I take marshmallows and I put them in a bowl, a little bit of water, put them in the microwave, and they get really soft. And I take it out and I whip it up. And you take some confection sugar and you put it in there and you whip it till it gets tighter. Oh, sorry. It gets tighter, and you can put colors in there if you want. And then boom, boom, boom. And that's your fondant. You roll it out, you get your cake, you lay it over your cake, but it's just marshmallow. Same thing, same idea, less work. And if you need it done then, you get it done like that. Learn shortcuts.
so yeah, if you had to choose between chef or
Oh, damn.
or baker,
Trying to avoid it.
dun. Stumped them with this one.
Yeah, because I cook like I'm baking because I like measurement, and with baking you always measure, so it's always one bleeds into the other,
You still answers for both.
I just cook, I guess. I'm sad because I'm chopping off my arm,
What's your favorite thing to cook, though?
Oh man,
Like, if you could make one meal perfectly and enjoy doing it, what meal would it be? Let's get the rundown.
Stumped them again.
yeah.
Got him.
Well, there's certain things that I do, and that's it. I'm not fixing them. I'm not changing them. They're at its peak, and that's it.
Yeah. So what would that be?
Salmon croquettes, shrimp croquettes, my fried chicken, my lasagna, my spaghetti, my salmon. I cook at the right temperature where it still has juice. It's great when you can eat meat and don't need nothing to drink because there's enough juice in there to savor. You know what I'm saying? It's just a love. It's anything new. There's things out there I want to try, like ostrich and, do crazy things like that,
Where do you even buy that?
What's that big store in the city? It's a big supermarket. It's called, and they sell everything. It's a fancy supermarket. Let's see.
I wouldn't know. I go to Seatown.
Okay. Somebody out there knows what it is. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. What's that
Yeah,
thing?
exactly.
Yeah. Any more questions?
I'm good on this side.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. So, Ernie, when you started doing camera work, as you're doing now, by you saying that, your life had been hectic and what made this calm you? What made this capture you and hold you? Like people get on drugs and things like this. Well, what made you calm yourself down for this to grab you and say,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still on drugs.
okay, all right. Well, at least it shares the platform with drugs.
But yeah, so I mean, I used to do different kind of talk show, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I did one before, and I enjoyed the aspect of like interviewing people and having interesting talks with people. Learning.
I'm sorry. Before about that, I mean the machine, the camera, the things
the camera itself.
Yeah, the cameras.
Oh,
before all that.
That's like way back.
Yeah,
when I was
that's
like
what I'm talking about.
14, I got my first Fujifilm digital camera. It was like a classic point and shoot. I don't even remember the model of it, and I got one as like a hand-me-down from somebody, one of my mom's friends.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to take pictures. And I remember I told you, and then that was when we were first hanging out too. And then we went to Oval Park with Tabitha, and we were taking pictures. That was the camera that I had used that day. And then I remember my mom took me to like the city, I forgot where, but it was like where the boats were, Intrepid, I think it is.
Wow.
She took me there, and I brought the camera. I was taking pictures of the Brooklyn Bridge, this and that. And, like, I don't know, from there, I was always just like, I like photography. Like, to capture the moment is really cool. Yeah. And then it's like, Also, like, the Alzheimer's gene passed a generation, and I'm really scared it's gonna not pass anymore. So I'm just taking pictures to help my memory.
Okay, whatever works.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I started picking up cameras.
Well, that's good, man. That's beautiful because you found something that stuck with you. That was your friend. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I've always been like a stargazer. I've always
Right.
liked looking at the fucking skyline and shit.
Right,
The sunsets are like so beautiful in the summer. So stuff like
You
that.
ever been somewhere and said, "Damn, I wish I had a camera right now"?
It's just like all the time for
Yeah.
me. Like I'm always like,
Your
damn,
best
yo, I wish I
camera
had
is
my
a camera
camera.
that you have on you.
Right?
Yeah.
Use your phone if you need to.
No, I actually used to do some crazy thing. Like I remember like when I used to get out of work some days and it'd be like golden hour, like sun is setting.
Right.
And I would like call my mom because I'd always have my camera in my bag out of work. So I called my mom one day and I was like, "Ma, can I go to the roof?" And then she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, yeah. No, it's just the skyline looks pretty and I want to take pictures. So she was like, "Sure, just be careful." So I didn't live with her at the time and I still went to her house. I went to the roof, took pictures on there, and it was like so nice. And
That's
I was like, I
beautiful.
still have those
That's
pictures.
wild.
And I
That's the
look back
first
at
thing you
it.
want. Are you okay?
Yeah.
At least she asked. You
Right,
know?
right. Yeah.
But like I was like, and then after that time, I used to just ask her out of the blue. I was like, "Ma, can I just come over and go to the roof?" She was like, "Yeah, sure." And then it became a point where I was just like going over there to say hi to her, kind of, and also like
That's
take
cool.
pictures
She
and
knew
stuff.
that you were safe doing something that keeps you alive and something you loved.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Even
that's-
on a rainy day, I was up there.
Yeah,
but-
man. See, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and
Something
then,
to
like,
live for.
Now I just bring my camera everywhere with me just in
Right.
case, and it's cool because phones nowadays have like good enough quality
But
cameras.
it's the
to, like,
same
keep
thing
you
to
up.
hold the lens and shoot and
Yeah, it's a lot different. I feel more comfortable holding a camera with a fully manual lens nowadays.
right. I can understand
Like,
that. Yeah,
I don't know, but you know,
that's
it-
OG
it's
right
cool.
there. That's it right there.
Dad, another question for you, right? How did it feel for you to view me do like different creative things, like not just only music, but getting into video and getting into like, I guess like, because I tried to act in certain things and I have before, but it's like all that realm, like photos, videos, and things like that.
Well, you're not one to really talk about it. You're more of a do it kind of person. Dad, I'm going to do this. You might come say, Dad, I got an idea. I want to do something. Okay, cool. I mean, because it's one moment where we're sitting on the steps and you write and you show me your first rhyme you wrote. And the next day I'm going. I think you did that show. Where did I actually see you start doing camera work and stuff like that? I think it was that show where all the walls were white. Remember that? It was in Long Island City.
I did camera work.
Yeah, you did a live stream.
I did my live show.
Right. And then I just saw you.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember the way. What's the other brother's name? I forget his name. The other brother works with you. Does camera work? Eric. Yeah, I'm sorry. What's up, Eric? Peace. But the way you were talking, all of y'all were talking to each other, and it was like one person. It was dope, and it was like serious, but not like over. It was like I was like, wow, he's professional. He got a crew too. I thought that was
maybe
super.
when we did the music video for Rolling Out.
And even that even blew my mind even more. I was like, look at the way they're just talking. It's just, I was like, wow. I wasn't just proud of my son. I was just proud of the company he kept. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like the same mind, but different souls and different energies, but yet coming together for a cause of cinematography.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. I love that. I love the connection, I make kings, man. Kings and queens, just build and build and build. It was amazing. I was getting emotional then because I was like, wow. Because I just love unity, and I love when people try to make things better for life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're making a picture so people go, oh, look at this picture. And they love that picture. It says, oh, we were the ones that created that picture, so we're making you feel beautiful right now. Or make you feel some type of way that you want to change the world. So you bleed onto the next generation. And I love it. I love it. I mean, I didn't know how to work a camera, but you had like 9 different cameras. I mean, it was back in the days when I was buying the styrofoam and put the lights through
That's
them.
how I did my first light. Put it through a styrofoam cooler.
Really?
Yeah, I put some
Put a light,
styrofoam
put
coolers. I
aluminum
went to
foil.
Home Depot. I put some bulbs in there. I got some green oak tag, in case you wanted to do. I didn't know what
That's
to do.
cool.
He
Yeah.
got me like poster board if I wanted to do green screen, a bunch of green poster board.
Yeah, man.
See, it's cool that you had that support with you.
Yeah. It was totally dope.
It's okay, bro.
It's all right.
Is it?
We'll support you,
Is
brother.
it really? But I did want to say, like, to see your like cinematography work come so far, like, dude, you've changed a lot, and it's so impressive to see and I will say every year, because you do your happy birthday videos, every single year is just better and better and better, and not only in a music sense but in a video sense. Like, dude, one of my favorite artists. And it's not because we're related.
Yeah, how are the three of y'all different?
Huh?
How are the three of y'all different?
There's only two of us.
I'm still. What's his name again?
You seen other people?
What's his name again?
Seeing two of me.
I was trying to slip that in. I didn't think you were gonna catch that. Oh, what's my other brother's name? Eric. Hey, peace, Eric. I'm stoned, brother. I'm sorry, but yeah, like you and Eric and James, how are y'all different when it comes to filming, cinematography, like? Because you're not on the same brain, but whatever y'all have together works in unity.
I mean, as far as Eric, he's not really a camera guy. He's a more of a director, so he likes to like write the scripts and everything.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't really care to be in control of the camera.
Right.
He's more of just in control of the camera when I need him to do for my music videos. But it's more like I let him know, like, you should do this, do that. But if he could, he would just direct and be a part of like creative director.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. He doesn't really care to be behind.
I said that. I said, you're super dope, man. And he was like, when you did a club, when we did that really cool club that with everything was blue, and we had the crowd. It was whatever it was. It was a beautiful show, and you had your buddies working there, other rappers. I can't remember that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
The Visions EP?
No, that was the one we did. The guy let you borrow his. He had a recording studio in the back.
I think it was the Visions EP. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We got Domino.
Oh, yeah, when I was fell up the stairs. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah, that time.
He fell up the stairs, not down. He fell up the stairs.
Those pants were made of steel, man. I went to the Big and Tall store, and those pants are hard. So I walked and I said, I can't believe I fell on my face. But anyway, that was crazy. But man, he didn't even laugh at me. He was like, yo, dude, you all right?
I was concerned.
I just fell. I didn't use no hands or nothing. I just fell, just like, let me hit the bricks. Blah. Yo.
What do you do when someone just go head first?
I just,
protect themselves.
I didn't even.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that's exactly. I didn't protect myself. I was like, I guess
put a hand out.
It was like midway. He just took the L.
And I was feeling my hand like, I got no bump.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. He was carrying a lot. I watched him struggle.
I was thinking about his show, man. I'm like such a fan of my son.
Yeah,
right. I get goofy. I get goofy. I get goofy. I'm like, oh shit.
But yeah, it's crazy to see how far you've come.
Yeah.
And like, as far as your question, I would say like, he's the creative side, I'm the help side, and Eric would be like the production side.
Well, you're not a slave, but I mean,
no, I actually enjoy being like the help, like the lighting and stuff, setting up cameras. Like that was what I.
But you
did
know the angles to do. So,
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that was kind of my forte when I did do it professionally.
And then he's more like photo heavy rather than video heavy.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm pretty sure everybody knows what everybody does and how they need each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's cool that we can all piggyback off each other.
Sure.
Because, I mean, it's all something that we deeply enjoy.
Right.
And I'd say that's.
Do you
what
think
makes
there's
us a good
another
trio.
dimension if you have one more person come in, what that person can bring to what you guys are doing? Another dimension of yourselves?
Be honest,
It's
I'd
kinda
say we
hard to work
got.
with people sometimes.
Like, if
Well,
our
if you already-
schedules were working out and paralleled with each other, I'd say we'd got our team right there.
Oh, okay, I got you.
One,
we
two,
have all the
three.
equipment we need. Like we don't need to borrow anything.
You
from
have all the
nobody.
equipment we need.
But we all use it, so it's not,
Yeah.
I don't ever be like, no, it's mine.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say like just the three of us,
Mm-hmm.
we'd make a perfect team, or not perfect, but we'd get the ball rolling to where it's like we can let the momentum take over.
Right, exactly. That's super dope.
We just need to make more movies now, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hold up, we need to make more short films. I don't want to say movies because I don't want nobody getting the wrong idea on things.
But I love what you guys did to that logo. Oh my God. Let me tell
Which
you,
logo? Which logo?
the Sugar Plum flicks. The thing,
yeah.
the thing about that is, first of all, that was every horror movie I've ever seen in my life, and plus now that's even
For those
horror.
who don't know, I have a production company and it's called Sugar Plum Flicks. My dad's the one who actually drew the logo.
Yeah. Superfly S. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animation of the thing spinning, I did that back when I was in college. It was like a thing I just did for fun one day.
That's really cool.
And I utilized it when I did the reel this year.
What kind of movie would you guys want to make? Like, if you were going to like Oscar award winning an idea, like what would you do? Like a gangster drug dealer?
Now I would want something relatable, like Pursuit of Happiness. Like that's something I would enjoy.
Yeah.
Something that could be relatable.
Something
to
heart wrenching.
Like what?
Like Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness?
Yeah.
Like that movie?
Yeah, like something along like the feeling of that movie.
Okay. That's what's up.
So like similar to like music, I want people to relate to it and.
So you need somebody to write scripts. That'd be good too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric,
Oh, he does that?
you write scripts?
Shit, look at that.
Wow. Boom.
Filling
First
in
movie.
gaps.
I
Bam.
took
Yeah,
a
man.
class in college of script writing. I understand.
Bro, I can't even write a poem.
He's just a rebel. Give him a Harley Davidson and a pack of Marlboros.
I wish.
Get out of town, you.
But yeah, I feel like we're getting to the end of it. We're already hitting like an hour 17.
Wow. Okay.
But
Solid.
I guess because we like to end it off, Dad, can you give a quote to end off the podcast?
Wow. Let me see. Life is rare, life is strange. Nothing lasts, people change.
Dash, Shawny B.
Heard.
That was a solid one.
Appreciate y'all watching episode 14.
Episode 14.
Episode 14 of the Sour Takes Podcast. If you want to reach us, we are Sour Takes on Instagram, and then on everything else, we're Sour Takes Podcast. Make sure to, give the audio listen a like, give the video a like. It helps us out. Give some ratings on Apple Podcasts. Answer our questions that we have on Spotify. We want to connect with the viewers and the listeners as much as possible. That kind of makes this feel worth it when we can talk to people who aren't currently here, but can provide some answers and communication and things like that. And I definitely enjoy that. But again, if you want to reach us, reach out to us, DM us. Our stories always going to have some questions, always going to have something for people to interact with. And we enjoy doing this, and we enjoy bringing this out. Just want y'all to enjoy it as well. Ernie, you have anything to say?
I do want to say we have a lot of stuff planned, and we do need a lot of support. So I just want to ask, guys, don't be afraid. Share with your friends. Like, comment, share.
A share is free.
Yeah,
And
right?
it helps us so much.
Exactly. So, if you see it, you enjoy it, like it, share it, give us feedback. Whether it's something that we strive for, Yeah, big plans.
And I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you for being
on
here.
the podcast. I really appreciate this.
Thanks for hanging with me, Dad.
Yeah, man. Where's
Thanks,
my
Dad.
bottle of liquor? Go slap him around.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
I appreciate it,
tuning
man.
in, and
It made me very comfortable. I thought I was going to be
tried,
all
we tried.
nervous.
Hello, so you in my crib. I hope you feel comfortable. Come here. Yeah, episode 14. Appreciate y'all.
Love, peace.
We out. Later.
Bow.